So hey y'all, I didn't come on to be on very long, but I just finished listening to my sister tell a story about something that happened a while back. And one of the things she was talking about was this one time her and the guy that she was dating, which was he was on crack real bad, but anyways, he had got them into a hit and run accident and went on a high speed chase, and the people got her tag number and all of that good stuff, and sent, put the people on a high speed chase anyways. But because her tag was connected to my address, they got away in the high speed chase and they traced the tag back to me. So I'm at my house, I'm putting away my stuff and everything, and you know, doing my things with my kids, and all of a sudden I see a police officer walking up my driveway. Oh, what the police doing out here? I go to the door. Hey sir, how you doing? What's going on? Hey, do you have a sister by the name of Shalissa, whatever? And I was like, yeah, everything all right? Well, I want you to know that today, earlier today, she was involved in a high speed chase. And the thing is, we don't even think she was the one that was driving the vehicle or whatever. But can you get in contact with her and let her know or whatever? I said, yeah, hold on just a second. I'm about to call her right now. I call her phone. The officer say, well, go ahead and talk to her. I'm gonna go ahead and go because I believe, you can get through to her or whatever. And he said that he don't believe that she was the one driving the car. So she answered the phone when I called her, and I say, hey, were you involved in a hit and run accident tonight? And she was like, ooh, how you know? I say, well, the police is here at my house getting ready to back out of the driveway, and they say they got a warrant for your arrest. And she said, oh, well, I guess I'm going to just turn myself in. I say, wait a minute. I say, you going to do what? You going to do what? Now, mind you, this is one of the kids. This is one of my kids. My mom passed away, and she left me with 3 kids that I done inherited. So she like, I'm gonna just turn myself in. And mind you, she got my nephew, and I'm like, wait a minute. And also, she has 2 jobs. I was like, wait a minute, you gonna do what? You gonna turn yourself in? I say, no. I say, what you gonna do? I say, is you gonna pay attention to what just happened? I say, listen, you have a son, you have 2 jobs. The only thing this dude is out here, and trust me, I didn't say dude, I said a whole bunch of other selective things, but per YouTube guidelines, I'm trying to stay in those guidelines instead of tell you exactly what I said. I say, you working 2 jobs, you taking care of you and your son and this dude, and you gonna jeopardize yourself by going to turn yourself in instead of tell on him? I say, are you crazy? I say, what you need to do is go down there and tell them people what the truth is and let him ride out for whatever it is that he did instead of you taking the fall for this, because how is this helping him out anyway? This girl's so quiet on the phone. I just want to jump through the phone and just smack her a couple of times, because it's like I know she's still thinking, oh no, just let me do it this way. Let me do that. No, we is not doing it that way. You better go and tell on him. And I say, let me tell you something else. If you go and take the rap for him, I'm going to take my nephew and you're not going to get him back. I knew what to say to her to get her to think about it. So much so, when she went on with the next the next part of the situation was they got up the next morning and ended up going to the police station. She ended up forcing him to get in the car with her to go down there. But still, that did not take away what I felt about her putting herself on. You ready to put yourself on the line and you ready to go to jail versus tell on this boy that was driving your car and hit the back of somebody else's car and then went on a high speed chase with them, and you gonna go and do the time for him, which would mean you going to do the time for it, you gonna lose everything and you gonna start over again, and you got a kid out here and he don't got no kids. How does that make sense? And so I wanted to come and say that part of the story, because sometimes us that's supposed to be a truth teller and telling somebody what is the right thing to do, all the time it doesn't feel good to tell somebody the right thing to do. But if you know it's the right thing to do without a shadow of a doubt, go ahead and see it. Let them hate you. Let them feel whatever way they want to feel about you. Stand up to them. Stand in it. Tell them whatever it is that you need to tell them. They appreciate you later on down the line, but give it to them exactly what they need. And sometimes tell them their own story, because sometimes giving people their own story will make them realize you keep making the same stupid mistake over and over and over again. Get it right this time. So I just wanted to go and put in that part of the story. And as she finished telling her story, I'll put my little 2 cent in. I'll put my little 2 cent in on it because some people have their own stories about the way things went, and she can only tell the part of she knowing that the police showed up to my house because her car was connected to my address. But she was shocked when I called her to let her know, yeah, I know your car was involved in an accident today. Because I had already said to her that I had suspicions about him uh, hitting the pipe from the beginning. And she was denying it to me. But again, I was in the position of being her parent at the time. Who wants to tell their parent, yeah, I'm dating somebody who hitting the pipe? So, but I'm into telling her, giving her the truth. So I'm gonna let her tell the rest of her story as she go along, and then after she go along in her story, then I'll put my little 2 cent in of what the things I was actually saying, and the way that I was moving, the way that I was speaking to her, you know giving the truth. um I just was having a conversation with my friend earlier tonight, and was just saying that sometimes when I'm telling somebody the truth, it's like I don't care about it. But in reality, my friend knows without a shadow of a doubt. If I'm gonna tell if I'm telling somebody the truth that I love, and I know they're gonna feel some type of way because I'm giving them that truth, yeah, it does hurt me and bother me that my family member or whatever is gonna cut me off. They're gonna be mad about what I say. But at the end of the day, the truth that I'm about to give you gonna trump every way you gonna feel about me. Whether you gonna hate me, you ain't gonna never talk to me again in life. I'm gonna give you this truth, and then you going on down the line, whatever you did. I cry my little tears, but I'll move along about it. But right now, while we in this moment, baby, you finna get this truth. And that's what I did for my sister. And now it didn't pay off right then and there, but I'll tell you, here we are 10 and 15 years down the line. Sometimes you ain't gonna get that thank you for the truth that you told. But when it is time, they'll give you the appreciation later on down the line. They'll give it to you. So if you know something is a truth, go ahead and drop that truth, and don't worry about whether they're gonna be your friend or what, especially if they related to you. You can't be somebody's sister, brother, cousin, whatever, and then they say we ain't family no more, honey. It don't work like that. It don't work like that no more, because I'm sure a lot of us would have done throw it away. Most of our family members, or half of them at least, if we could just get rid of them of them in that way. Life don't work like that, honey. So let them be mad and do whatever it is that they want to do. And you keep on giving them that truth that they need to be able to set. If it say the truth, shall set you free. Go ahead and set them people free with the truth. But y'all, I just came on here because I wanted to add my 2 cents in on the story. If y'all don't know the story, go over there and check out Shalissa, That's Me, and the story that she told tonight about the things that she going through, that she was going through, and the things that she is going through, and her trying to work through her process. And remember, everybody has a process in life. I don't care what nobody say. You can't just take a situation that you in and you done went through it in this time. You can't just turn it off like a light switch. Everybody has a process. Be willing to go through your process, and everybody's process ain't gonna look like yours. But be willing to go through your process and work it out. So she's talking about the process that she went through before and what she still is going through at sometimes. And you know I just so happen to be a part of these stories that she been telling. So, and it was not an easy thing for me, but honey, I'm still her. I'm still doing those things right now. And that's a lot of the things where y'all see me when I come on here. And I'm really crying tears because I feel like in my family, I'm the one that I will stand and I don't mind telling the truth about a situation. But I feel like I'm hated for being the one to be honest with the people in my family. So, if I have to be that person to be able to give my family the truth, then I'm going to be her through the tears and all. But I appreciate you all for coming through, spending your time with me, because you could have been anywhere but over here. This is Life with Tashanna, where we believe in growing. We believe in growing out in the garden. We believe in growing in life. So if you want to grow and you believe in growing, let's all come together and grow together. Our garden over here represents the way we're growing in life, and the way we growing in life is what we represented, what shows up in our garden. So and hi Scott. Hey, people be crazy these days on God. Now she really did that. And hi, hey, Miss Coffee. Yeah, y'all go over and check out Miss Coffee too. She is very, very smart with this editing and stuff. On YouTube, she helped me out. Just recently started editing and everything, but y'all check Miss Coffee out. Yes, but I appreciate you all again, and like I said, as she began to tell her story, and she include me in on the stories, telling parts about how where I stepped in at, I'll speak on it. But you all go over and check out Shalissa, That's Me, and the story that she told about tonight, because you know she gonna take you on a wild ride about her meeting somebody on POF, and he ended up being a pipe smoker. Y'all know what that means. Shout out to you, Scott. Yes. Thank you again for coming through. This is Life with Tashanna over here. This is like a box of chocolate over here. You never know what you're going to get. One day you're going to see us in the garden. One day you might see me cussing somebody out. One day you might see me over here praising the Lord. One day you might see me out in the garden. We stay growing food over here, but this is Life with Tashanna, and life means you don't know what's going to happen in life from one day to the next day. We just live life and continue to go on and grow from every situation that we go through. Um, and if you feel like that's the way you roll, you live life. And sometimes life throws us lemons and sometimes it throws us oranges. If the lemons smack you upside the head, then ask your neighbor to give you some sugar and make you a glass of lemonade. Because that's how we roll over here. We try to figure it out together. Hey, spiritual. Uh, I'm back on my regular schedule. All right, dear. Spiritual, we be all over the place. We be on here in the morning time, in the night time, in the middle of the night, all times of the day. We all over the place over here. That's what they tell us. You girl, you be all over the place. That was one of my first videos that I said. Y'all come over here and ride the roller coaster with me, because I be all over the place. So, we over here living life, and again, go over there and check out Shalissa That's Me, the story that she released earlier today, and you'll see where we came from with this right here, and the roller coaster that I was on, inheriting a 16-year-old that I had never in my life. I didn't even have a child myself that was that old yet, so this was a new experience for me, going through this situation, but I learned a whole lot from it. And, we can all grow some from it. Some people probably still going through that situation with a sibling or a friend or something. First thing you got to start them off with is nothing but the truth. Set them free with the truth. But all right, y'all, we ain't gonna stay on long tonight. I just wanted to come through, and tomorrow morning we're gonna go back to the garden. I know I've been away from here for a couple of days or whatever, but we're gonna reset, and we're gonna get back in the garden and see what's happening there. I've been in my little isolation place again, and it's all good. I reset today, went out, had me a good time, and tomorrow we will be back in the garden to see how we are growing. Because even though we have issues and stuff, we still be out here growing. Yes, we do. Um, I definitely have missed you too, spiritual, but I be seeing you still be peeking in no matter which way you come through. I still see you, and I appreciate you for always supporting and do. But I love it. Okay, I'll be back my by noon. Okay, then we'll be on there. See y'all in the morning, Miss Coffee, y'all. You all have a good night, and remember to keep growing. We are the high class gardeners over here, and that just means we continuously grow food and we grow in life. And in real life, we don't mess with snakes. We don't mess with bugs and worms, and that's what qualifies us as a high class garden. We have other people to come and take care of those things from out of the garden, but we make sure that we growing food all the time. So then we know what we feeding our kids, what we feeding to ourselves. And when you can't get to no store, you got groceries growing out in your yard, for whatever means that's for. So, you all go over there, and like I said, check out Shalissa That's Me. Support my sister over there. She doing her thing. But you all have a good night, and we will be back to our garden in the morning. And I don't know what we going to talk about then, but we'll find something to talk about in the morning. But all right, y'all. Thank you. This is Life with Tashanna, the box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. Good night, y'all.